Hey everyone, this is Pam at Tamples Creek Homestead and more. Thank you for allowing me to this opportunity to come to you together. Sorry, with night chat. Um night chat is a segment that I actually started and just trying to find I was looking for something, but obviously it didn't do it. So don't need that on there. So, hey guys, welcome in, welcome in. This is Pam. Having some issues with my screen, so um comments. Okay, there I go. There I go. Um Welcome to the nighttime chat. And basically, I have a couple of topics I want to talk about. And so it's going to be my new segment that I plan on doing weekly. I know Monday nights is going to be a guaranteed. Friday is just another one that I threw in. So it'll be just random topics that I'll talk about. And tonight topic is going to be based on the situation that happened with my son a couple of weeks ago. The importance of getting routine checkups and going to see your primary care doctor. So basically, that's what tonight's topic is going to be about, the importance of seeing a doctor and making sure you're at your healthiest. Um, but before I get into that subject, I'm going to let a few more people come in. For those of you all that's watching in the bushes, I appreciate you all coming in. Those of you all are regular on my channel, I also appreciate you all for your support. A little bit about me. I am Pam, and the other half of Tamples Creek is Mackenzie, and she's not on the channel today. But basically, our channel is about um, homesteading and more. My sole purpose is to be so self sufficient, as well as other things that I dabble in, for this crafting, woodwork, sewing. It's a lot that I potentially do. Right now, I'm just trying to get back on track from all the things that happened last year. Far as life happening, but other than that, yeah, my channel is fairly new, so not a lot of homesteading content on here yet, because we're still looking for land and looking for somewhere that we can call home. So once I get that and get that goal out the way, or one of my dreams out the way, then I can actually start posting content about homesteading. I did upload a few other thumbnails of upcoming videos that I plan on doing the rest of the week or earlier part of next week. I know one being a crafting video on a learning how to. So I'll post in my community um the equipment that you would need if you're interested in joining me on that live, so you can follow along with me when I teach you the project that I'm going to share on that particular live that day. So for those of you all that's catching the replay, please hit that like, subscribe, and share button. I appreciate you guys. um Also, the question that I have when it comes to the topic that I'm going to share tonight about health, the importance of seeing a regular physician. Hey Peggy, welcome in, welcome in. So the question I want to ask, how important is it for you to see a doctor? From 1 to 3, 1 being the most important and 3 being, oh, okay. Hey, Mike, welcome in. I put my link at the top of the screen if someone wants to join me on this live, because I do want feedback on the topic that I'm going to be discussing tonight, which is, why is it hard for us to go to the doctor? Why is it not important? Why is it not a priority for us to see a regular doctor? Double click the banner to get rid of it. Oh, okay. Hold on, Mike. Wait, okay, let me go. Mingo. Okay, did that work, Mike? Did I do that right? Peggy, Peggy say, Mike, I put that up there because I was trying to put my email so my email can go across the screen, and I guess I didn't do it right. So still learning the ins and the outs of um StreamYard. So it's a lot. I'm new to a lot of this stuff, a lot of the stuff that I really don't understand. Peggy, I'm gonna touch back on this. I stay away from doctors. Um, I used to be the type of person not to go to doctors. Um, but I since changed because I don't have the equipment that I need to say I can stay. I don't know how to do, man. Oh yeah, I don't know how to do crawl. Mike, you lost me. Mike, you lost me on that. That you don't know how to do what, Mike? Okay, Peggy. Back to your statement. You stay away from doctors. This live is coming because of the situation with my son-in-law. He was diagnosed with high blood pressure and asthma last year. He stopped taking his blood pressure medicine. And when he stopped taking his blood pressure medicine, by him not seeing a regular doctor, a lot of stuff was happening. So when he got sick with the pneumonia, and I took him to the hospital the first time, and they just gave him some antibiotics, an asthma pump, and some high blood pressure medicine. Hey, my son, grandma, welcome in. Mike said the email banner that crawls across the bottom of the screen. Oh, okay. So did it come? So you did see it, Mike. So I did do it right. Okay, okay, okay. So I did do it right. I was just wondering. I was like, okay, I don't really want to tap nothing and then knock everything out. So I was like, let me just let that alone. So when I talk to Bio again, she can walk me through. But um when he got home from the hospital the first time, he wasn't getting better. He was having a hard time. Hey, Alvin, how you doing? Welcome in. Again, y'all, my link is in the description if someone wants to come up and help me talk about this subject about the importance of going to the doctor. Please join me. I really would like the feedback. But anyway, so from the week that he was dealing with the situation, he was getting worse. He wasn't getting any better. And so that Saturday, I ended up taking him to work, and they called me because they were sending him home, and he could barely breathe. So when I got home and got him and took him to the hospital, his blood pressure was 240 over something. The bottom number was extremely high as well. And his oxygen level was less than 40. So they did a biopsy. And when they did the biopsy, The results, they're waiting on another biopsy to come back this Monday coming up. But the one that they got, it showed that his blood pressure was the cause of a lot of stuff shutting down on him. And it damaged his kidneys 30%. So he have to take dialysis 3 times a week. Um, they don't know if it's gonna be long term, but right now they want to make sure his um his kidneys is doing what they're supposed to do. By him not taking the blood pressure medicine, it damaged those kidneys. So his kidneys was overworking trying to keep up and push all the toxins, and it wasn't working. So this is the reason why Mike said, okay, thank you, Alvin, for your prayers. I appreciate it. Mike said, I see doctors like any professional, like plumbing mechanics. I'm the boss. Unfortunately, most doctors think they are the boss. Imagine if you're a plumber, the man he come in to inspect your pipes. Now you can't come to inspect my pipes, Mike, unless something going wrong with my pipes. But it's amazing because my grandfather, before he passed, I never saw him go to no doctor. He was 79 years old when he passed, and that was like over 12 years ago. And he got up to go to the bathroom. My grandmother said, like usual, he just got up to go to the bathroom. He never told us if anything was bothering him. So I don't know if it was pride. my, my, my doctor demands I come in like I'm like I'll see you when I see you. My brother son grandma, yeah, Mike need to pause. Cause can't no plumber come see me with no 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 no. First of all, I ain't got no house for no plumber to come to. And I ain't worried about that no way. But I got health insurance, so I do go to the doctor. I because I suffer from high blood pressure. I'm anemic, and I suffer from allergies as well as O-arthur. O-arthur is on this side. So right now, I'm not in a position to start growing herbal medicines like I want to. I've been doing a lot of research on herbal medicines because I really want to gravitate towards that versus depending on what the doctors give me. But until then, I need to take the blood pressure medicine because if I go a day or two without taking it, I get a headache. I don't know if it's in my mind, but my mind is silly, so it might be in my mind. So I don't know. But I think it's very important for us to go to the doctor. I mean, just getting a yearly checkup is okay. But if you don't do that, then how you know what's going on with your body? Only so much home remedies can do. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Doctors are doctors. They to me they are just somebody that practices. Because at the end of the day, God is the only one that can heal you. Peggy says, I got Crohn's at 40. Took me 10 years to get my immune system restored. I am now 75. No medication for 25 years. I go now. Peggy, and I want to be just like you. I do. I keep doing a lot of research on what I can take and what I can do in order to wean myself off the high blood pressure medicine. But then I get a lot of people in my ear. Oh, you should talk to a doctor before you do that. No. My ancestors didn't have doctors before Big Pharma came. So had to how you think they healed themselves back then? They used what herbs that growed out in the grass or the trees, the woods, or whatever they had. So Peg, I want to be like you. I really want to stop taking all of this unnecessary stuff because you get me this high blood pressure, and I just found out the one that I'm actually taking. I just found out that it's supposed to be good for my high blood pressure, but in the same sense, it's damaging my kidneys. So I gotta take a choice or make a decision. Do I want to keep taking this medicine and it's damaging my kidneys, or do I find something else to subsidize, or do I need to talk to my doctor again? So yes, I'll get yearly, but I'm not paying for his Mike, 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 you right, but I'm not paying for his shots. He give me come in daily. He could prescribe all the drugs, my health, and some last 10 years. No reason for it. Blood pressure meds or recall often. My Renaissance grandma, I believe that. I really do. I really truly believe that um to me a lot of those are experimental. You know, they gotta use somebody as a guinea pig. So I'm trading one problem. I'm taking this and then I'm trading that for another problem. So now I'm trying to figure out, what I need to do. So that this topic is hard because you don't know which way. In my case, I don't know which way to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 47, I'll be 48 in May, and I feel like I'm 84. I got so many ailments going on with me, and one of them is because of how I eat and I don't exercise. So my routine is I go to work, I come home, maybe cook, eat, hang out with Mackenzie, lay down for a minute, catch the YouTube, and then I'm in the bed. So that's my routine. So a lot of my aches comes from me not being stimulated, not working or exercising. And granted, I be trying to do Miss T Nog's meet this Monday and drink water. That's my problem. Water is not my friend. Peggy said 2 books saved my life. The Maker's Diet by Jordan Rubin, Nourishing Traditions by Sally Fallon. Peggy, when we get off this live, if you can you go to the comment section after we get out of live and put those back in the comments so I can go back and write them down after the live if you don't mind. I got low blood pressure, but he tried to prescribe me blood pressure medicine could kill me. Man, the same Mike, the same day I took my son to the doctor, I took my grandson too, and he's one. He had a real bad cough. He has a real bad cough. And they prescribed him something. So I took it to because he has the same insurance that I got, and CVS doesn't take his insurance, so I had to take it to Walgreens. Took it, drop it off, went in Uber. When I came back to pick up the meds, Mike, the pharmacist, when the lady was at the door, she asked for the name and the birthday. I gave it to her. She did not come back. The pharmacist came back. The medicine that they prescribed him, she had it on the note on his prescription, the little sticky note attached to the prescription. Fatal respiratory depression. If they had a filled it and we had a gave it to him, it could have killed him. By the pharmacist paying attention, she was heated because she even called the hospital trying to find out why would they prescribe that particular medicine for a 1-year-old son. So a lot of times when I get a prescription, I do research on it. If it's something that alerts me or alarm me, I never take it. I got bags of prescriptions that I like never took because I'm like, are you serious? You know, So with arthritis, they just tell you take Tylenol. I've never heard anybody tell me that they subscribe arthritis pain. I mean arthritis medicines. Have you all? Pam, you have to try the castor oil in the navel. Okay, my Renaissance grandma, what would the castor oil in the navel do? You know I'm conscious, so I know about castor oil. My grandma used to sneak it in and give it to us, put it in our orange juice, and we be drinking it. But she tried to give us the castor oil itself and cod liver oil. And I'm like, Lord, y'all in this stuff, but we were never sick. We would, hey Deborah, welcome in. We were never sick. My grandmama gave us that castor oil with a teaspoon of castor oil and cod liver oil. And then she also used to have some medicine called Father John. So I don't know if y'all ever had that. It's in an orange box, and the medicine was like brown thick type stuff. But she she kept that on deck, and then when we was old enough, she would give us hot toddy. So I'm like, lady, y'all was getting us drunk when we was younger. But this live come from, um, it's so hard to go to the doctor, especially when you got trust issue. I have been to the doctor, physical doctor, to get a physical. I'm guessing it's the yearly routine, and they just look at you. Oh, everything is okay. You know, I'm like, um, how you gonna look at me and tell me what's wrong with me? You ain't took no blood, you ain't took no urine sample, you ain't did no x-ray, you ain't did none of the stuff that you claim you supposed to be doing. But you gonna look at me and tell me what you think. Like this part right here, you see, I don't know if y'all can see this part, it was swollen, it's swollen. The nurse practitioner is the one that told me, oh, that's just, it's normal, it's normal. But my actual doctor, when I actually talked to him, he was the one was like, nah, that don't look normal. So he had to send me over to get a CAT scan, the nose and throat doctor and all that. But it was a lymph node that swelled. So I don't know if y'all noticed, when I got teeth, I don't have teeth in my mouth, so I wear dentures. But the teeth that was at the bottom, I had like nine teeth left at the bottom. And when they took all of them out at the same time, it swelled my lymph node up. So that's the reason why this part right here is still kind of puffy. My Renaissance, I'll email you a regimen because you know I'm real a doctor in my mind. Right, Mike? Facts, Renaissance grandma. I don't mind. I don't. Night box up in here. Talking about piece of cake. Stop spamming. Night box. Okay, welcome in. Welcome in. I trust you, Renaissance grandma. You not paid by big facts. She ain't. And see, that's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of people. And I found out that if you know something that can help somebody, why is it hard for you to share it? Why keep information from people? I mean, you can throw in your disclaimer and say, "Well, look, this is what I did. You know, it worked for me. You can try it. It might work for you, and it might not work for you. But it doesn't hurt you to give somebody something free and then, let them try it. Like, I don't know. I have bad eczema. So a lot of things I can't put on me. And I've been to the allergy doctors, to the dermatologists, and they all give me allergy pills, creams, and ointments, and none of that stuff is working. So now I know it's another option for it as organic wise, but I haven't found it yet. And I was doing some research on the blue butterfly pea. That flower is good for skin. Um, but I got to do a little more research because a lot of things I'm allergic to that I cannot touch. Making homemade bone broth from chicken or beef will improve your immune system. Well, Peggy, I can try to make that, but I don't have anywhere to store it because, like I said, I lost everything last year. I lost house, lost job, lost cars. All of my belongings is in storage. So I'm limited on the space that I have at my daughter's house. You can feel it as you sip, Peggy. You talking about the bone broth and the chicken? I mean, the chicken and the bone broth, Mike. I know because people always say get you some chicken noodle soup. So it will be without the chicken noodles. It's just be just the broth, right? That's what you guys are talking about. Because I'm all for trying home remedy, especially if it's gonna help me and eliminate me using any type of over the counter medicines or any prescribed medicines. Because if I can eliminate that, oh God, like in the morning time, I had I get up about 6 o'clock so I can get ready to go Uber. But I just lay there because the arthritis. And then my head, like, look, you can lay down for 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes turned into 20 more minutes, and 20 more minutes turned into another hour. So technically, I don't leave the house about the 7 o'clock when I was supposed to be living at 6. Hey, my bones ain't in shape right now. I use leftover bones from eating in the freezer, then put pressure cooker. Before become plant based, I lived on chicken bone broth. So my renaissance, you don't eat meat. I've been trying not to eat meat for the longest. I think it's a mind thing. What y'all think? I'm more so a junk food type person. So if I can get rid of the junk food, the juices and the sweet drinks. Well, I don't really just drink sodas like that, but I do drink a lot of lemonades, and it ain't really homemade lemonades. A lot of apple juice, and a lot of junk. So if I can get rid of that, I might can heal some of the things that's ailing me. Okay, my renaissance. Was it hard for you to go and stop eating meat? I put bones, box broth, vinegar, and herbs in pressure cooker 8 hours. Make delicious bone broth. So, Mike, do you don't have the bone in it? You strained everything off and just use the juice to put in your mason jars? Is that how you do it? Or do you have a video on it that I can go on your channel and look? Can make dishes with them like noodle soup, rice. I'm allergic to seafood, Mike. The only seafood that came up that the doctor told me that I can eat was tuna and salmon. Salmon, however you want to pronounce it. Salmon. That's what I say. But those are the only two. Anything else, I can't have it. So okay, Mike, I'm gonna go and look for it on the bone broth. So you pressure can as well. Do any of y'all make your own tinctures, like medicinal tinctures? Oh, okay. Mike meant dishes. Okay, okay. Because I was like, you said make dishes with it. So the bone broth that you make, the bone that you use, Mike, do you grind that bone up and put in your garden? I appreciate you all in over here on the channel on my night chat. I really do. Um, but I've been up and at it about the importance of going to see a doctor. And now that Mike said we don't need to be paying for people's yachts, maybe we need to try to figure out some another way of healing yourself, fathers. I know God does all the healing. You know what I'm saying? I know He does. But I think it's some things that we can do to help clean our system. Because, like, my system needs to be detox. And I keep hearing people tell me to detox. But then when I ask them about me detoxing, nobody wants to give me a recipe about detoxing. And I really want a really good detox that's going to actually flush my kidneys, livers, um, colon, everything out. Renaissance grandma's always like, yes, I be on her page. I be on there especially when she be up in there pressure cooking. I be on that page. I be like, look, I'm gonna write this down because when I get me a place, I'm gonna pressure can this stuff. Cause I started pressure canning when I was in my house, and I started prepping. But when everything transpired last year, the pressure canning jars I gave to my daughter so they could eat on those foods. And then everything else that I had, I packed up and put in storage. So I'm quite sure when I get ready to move and go through my storage, a lot of my preps I'm probably gonna end up losing, which is fine, because majority of it is processed food anyway, and it ain't good for us no way. So, um, after I strain the bones out, they soft like mush. I could put in garden, but I think all the goodness in the bone broth. Okay, okay, I'm gonna have to try that bone broth stuff because I really want to find a better way of healing myself, if that makes sense to y'all. Even though I know I'm not a doctor. Pam, just don't stop taking your meds until you see it gets getting under control, which means you need a blood pressure monitor to monitor it as you start on home remedies. Okay, okay, my Renaissance. I'll invest in me a blood pressure monitor because I keep hearing a lot of people tell me hibiscus tea, and goldenrod is good for blood pressure. One, I don't know where I can get some organic hibiscus from, and goldenrod. I wouldn't trust none of this goldenrod out here because they spray all kinds of garbage out here. So I wouldn't trust it out here. And I know a lot of the goldenrod that I pass, it's a lot of it, but they tell you not to mess with the ones that's near the street because you never know what the chemicals is that they put on them. So I got a question. Peggy already told me her answer. She stay away from the doctors. Um, my Renaissance grandmama told me don't stop taking my blood pressure medicine until I can get everything under control for all this. I know this healing journey is gonna be um uh uh uh, I guess it can be, it's gonna be a journey, but it's gonna take its time, and that's not something that I can rush. Organic business is sold in plenty of places. So I've seen some on Amazon. Would that be considered organic, my Renaissance grandma? Or did y'all plan anything today? It rained here all day. I got up early this morning, went Uber. About 12 o'clock, my brain was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home and go to sleep. I just really wasn't feeling it today. And I was supposed to go help Miss Alice and Don't Hurt the Harvest, and I was so sleepy, and I called her and told her I'm gonna have to try it tomorrow because I just wasn't feeling it. And then I got off the phone with the doctors about my son, and I kept hearing he wasn't telling me everything that they were saying because he couldn't quite understand what they were saying. So Renaissance said, no, I don't trust Amazon for stuff like that. So what would you recommend I look for that my Renaissance grandma? So I ended up talking to the doctor today, and when she told me him not taking his blood pressure medicine caused the damage to his kidneys, I was in awe. And I was like, he's only 27 years old. And I was like, look up your local nutrition store. Okay, I'm gonna look that up, my Renaissance grandma. Because I would try the hibiscus tea, and I don't think I could get I don't think they sell goldenrod in the stores. I think it's grown wildly. Um but now he has to have co-op's good for that too. What's a co-op's, Mike? Co-op's good for that too. Um, so now that when he get discharged, they trying to discharge him. It was supposed to be today, but they didn't get the catheter out because they're trying to get the catheter out to put. Hey, CC, how you doing? Welcome in. They're trying to get the catheter out that they have in his neck that they was putting the IV, I mean the dialysis to put it in another place because they were he has to be going to somewhere else to get dialysis 3 times a week. So um but it comes from him not even going to see a doctor. He wasn't even trying to go see a primary care physician. He wasn't even trying to go take his blood pressure medicine at all. So, and I'm just wondering, does that apply to everybody or just certain people that they need the routine doctors? Because, hey, if you're not going to take care of yourself and you don't want to know what's going on with your body, at least somebody can tell you, you got this blood pressure. Co-ops are run by locals who use stock organic stock in bulk. Like Trader Joe's. I know they got a Trader Joe's. CC, how you doing, sis? We're talking about the importance of going to see the doctor. How often do you see a doctor, or how often do you see a doctor, or what you think what is the importance of you going to see a doctor, CC? A biscuit doesn't work for my sister. Remember, you have to make dietary changes because no matter what you try, if you're still doing the same thing, they call hypertension. You won't want facts. My Renaissance grandma, because my problem is not exercising, eating a lot of junk, and I don't get a lot of water. So I didn't start developing high blood pressure until I was 38. I'm 47 now, so I'll be 48 and on the 10th of May. So that's about 10 years that I done had high blood pressure. Trader Joe's is a big company. Okay, Mike, I'm just gonna have to look it up. Between you and my Renaissance, I'm gonna have to look up where I can source it. I'm gonna try to see if they have anything locally here. But like my Renaissance said, regardless of me taking members, and these are small stores you join usually with memberships run by members. Okay, not like Sam's or Costco's. Now they got something called BJ's here. Netta's Nest, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you coming over. Now I put the link at the top if anybody want to come up and join me in talking about this discussion about the importance of seeing a doctor and what it means to you. I appreciate you. I get my women's checkup. Yeah, by me being 47 now, I have to do the mammogram. I had to start getting a mammogram at 35, and you don't have to get that done until I think you're in your 40s. But by um breast cancer running in my family, I have to get routine checkups. Because like they tell me it'll skip a generation. So, and I'm my grandmother's third generation. So she had her breast removed. Then my aunt it has issues with hers. So I'm my aunt is the second generation and I'm the third generation. So I had to go and get those type of, but so far so good. God has kept that situation from me and I'm grateful for that. But other than that, I think once a year is good going to get a routine checkup. Unless something is really wrong and you need to go to the doctor for something. Um, but changing the way that I eat, the changing the way that I do things, it comes from my thought process of because I've been eating junk a long time. That's mainly why I lost majority of my teeth. Eating junk, not taking care of myself like I'm supposed to do. I've been getting mammograms since 37. I'm 47 too. See, you don't look no 47, girl. You don't look no 47. I get rid of all the trash food on sugar. Okay. You should have breast exam yearly, Tampa. Well, now I do. Now that I do now. Because it's mandatory. Even Mackenzie is 10, and she had to go get a mammogram because she had something going on with one of her breasts. So they had to schedule her a mammogram and a ultrasound. But luckily, by the grace of God, everything was okay with her. So I, I'm 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 grateful for that. You welcome. You welcome, CC. You are so welcome. So um pretty much, I'm gonna ask y'all a would you rather question. Would you rather see the doctor every 6 months, or would you rather see the doctor every 10 years? I'm gonna go with 10 years because every 6 months, that's a lot. I don't think I want to go see nobody every 6 months. I'm already walking around with an EpiPen that I have to carry with me everywhere I go every day. So now I don't even keep the thing in the house. I keep it in the car because I be in the car most of the time. And don't forget, I'm gonna give you y'all quotes for the quote for today. So if you think going to see the doctor once a year is fine, hit a one. Every 6 months, I like the breast. Pause, CC. Pause, CC. Got CC like that feeling of the other touching. I don't like that machine, CC. I always think that machine go malfunction. So I hate that machine. But Mike, and then I be thinking like, if y'all ever see that movie Final Destination with all that little freaky stuff, that freak stuff be happening to people, and they be getting killed for the weirdest thing. I'll be like, oh Lord, death by mammogram. Wait a minute. I'll never say amen. I've been getting them yearly for years. Now insurance is trying to say every 5 years unless history is of issue. See, now that's how mine is. My history says it, so I have to have it done. Pam will have to exchange numbers over email because I have too much information to text it out. That's fine, my renaissance. I don't mind talking to you on the phone. I be bored sometimes. Now I miss me and Miss Alice talk all the time, but Miss Alice done invited me to her house for tea time. And Miss Alice done tried to give me this lemonade, this lemon tea that tastes like some 20-year-old medicine. And I be like, she thought it's good for you. No, it ain't. No, it's not. It's not good for you. My she said to her, once a year is fine with me. That's facts. That's facts. I try to, like with Mackenzie, I get her yearly checkup and then I do mine. Unless something is really bothering me, like with my allergies, I have to because my vision been messing with me. So I have to go see the eye doctor and the allergist at at the same time. Okay, so I told y'all I went to Barnes and Noble and I bought this book. So I'm gonna give y'all a nice night chat quote. My daughter said, I said, my daughter says, I'm gonna give y'all two of them. My daughter said, "Now, Mama, why would you buy that?" I said, "Because it was freaking hilarious." Okay, now I'm gonna give y'all two for tonight. This one right here says, "Can you see it? Be the hero of your own damn story." And now this one right here is, can you see that one? And that one says, if plan A or B doesn't work, maybe you don't need a goddamn plan. So I had to, because I just sit back and look at this book and just sit back and just laugh at this book. Mike said, I like them. Yeah. Mike, this book had me tripping out when I saw it in Barnes and Noble. Because I was actually going to Barnes and Noble looking for some more garden books. But anybody got any questions? Cece said, well. I really like that last one about that. If plan A and B don't work, yeah, maybe you don't need no plan. Netta said, if you are managed care, typically you go every 6 months to see doctor. Otherwise, at least yearly for blood work and baseline. If you have, okay, so I don't have neither one of those, Netta, but I don't like them taking my blood. I'm already anemic. And I don't need them taking all the little blood that I got. Because every time I asked the lady, because one of the technicians told me, she said, technically, one of those tubes can test everything that they need to know. They take about 4 or 5 tubes. Why are you taking all that blood? I don't understand what you need it all for. So, but do anybody have any questions? Or do anybody have any feedback on um what the topic about the importance of going to see a doctor? Now I didn't understand why she would say that, but she did say one tube could test most of the stuff because they don't need but a few drops to test what they need to test. But that's what she told me. And I kept asking her, why you need all these doggone tubes of blood? She said technically they can use just one. One so you won't drain you, boo. My renaissance, my anemia gets so bad that I have to get those iron infusion. And when I say that hurts, oh, they putting that needle and then they have to push that thick stuff through your vein to give you iron. That actually hurts. And so I try to make sure I take my iron pills and I try to eat as much as I can pertaining to iron to give me some iron so I don't have to get there because that mess hurt. I used to donate plasma, so the doctor needles are nothing. The needles don't bother me. It's just them. My veins are so small. CC, if you trying to push that thick solution of iron through those little veins, that's what hurt. The needle don't bother me. Yeah, too much. I always overdrink water day before. Yeah, they will feel they trails. Facts, Mike. It's like they trying to drain your whole body. Every time the doctor, I go to the doctor. When I go to the doctor, we need to get some blood. Did you just get 6 tubes of blood from me? Why you need all those tubes of blood? What you trying to prove? That is me. You see me once a year. Yes, Mike, like a donation. I pick up people all the time, CC, and take people to the plasma donation center here. And and then I pick a lot of people up from the Uber and picking them up. And I be asking them, how often do y'all go do this? And they tell me twice a week. And I'm like, Does it hurt? And they be like, nah, it don't hurt. They just taking your plasma. I could never understand what the world plasma was, but hey, they get paid $100 a week. So hey, if that's what floats your boat, keep doing it. I'm like, all I wanted was Mike. I'm not finna play with you. CC said, yes, ma'am, that money be nice. I think I need to go pick up some cans and some bottle caps, CC. I'm not going to donate no blood. No, ma'am. Cause I think you got to he said you have to skip a day or two cause so the plasma can build back up in your body or whatever, and then they go back and do it the second time. I'm like, baby, bye. My friend fainted donating blood. Baby, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I asked them, is it worth it? They be like to get about $700-800 a month. If you go, how it depends on how you go and what they paying. How it, I think it goes by the weight, or I don't know how they do it, but nah, we ain't doing that. They can't test with one tubes. They're blue, red, purple, etc. Tubes that test different issues. My renaissance, they ain't getting no more of my blood. I refuse. I'ma treat my blood like honey. It's liquid. It's liquid gold. Got cookies. I didn't get one. I was salty. Who got cookies? My well, I do appreciate you guys coming in. I got 9 more minutes. So do any of y'all got a question? I'm gonna let y'all see my co-host. Come on, Mackenzie, and speak. Hi. You wanna say anything? Talk to the people. What you gonna say? How do you feel about going to the doctor? You not in scared. You what? Scared. Talk to that. You scared to go to the doctor? You want die. Girl, cause you gonna go, you not gonna die going to no doctor. Where you get that from? You watch too much YouTube. You gotta stay off YouTube, girl. You got what the people you watch. Huh? Just having you watching some of the people. But when the Mackenzie, when you go to the doctor, you don't go to the doctor. You ain't gonna die at the doctor. If you die at the doctor, then they gonna have a lawsuit. Bye. I'm not gonna play with you, girl. That girl. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna play with her. CC. See, that's another. I can't do it. And you know what? When they draw my blood, CC, you know how they take the blood out like the middle part of your arm right here. I won't even let them do that no more. They have to get my blood from here. I won't let them touch my arms no more. The last time the lady went in my arm to try to get me some blood, get some blood, she missed the vein, and I'd be dog if that woman that started moving the needle around, digging in my arm, trying to re-hit the vein again. Lady, if the vein rolled, you don't need to be digging in my arm. That means you need to take that needle out, put another needle in, and then try to do it again. But no, she didn't do that. So I stopped them from messing with that arm right there. I can't do it. That's the most painful thing in the world. My arms are, my veins are already little, and you gonna dig in my arms because you missed it, and it's like I know what I'm doing. I'm experienced. No, you're not. You're not experienced. You missed my vein, and you thought you was gonna get it once you moved the needle around in there, and I was like, "Ma'am, no, get somebody else because you can't do it." She said they talking blood tubes need to sound like someone gonna die. My renaissance. This kid, she be coming up with the craziest things to say. Now we supposed to go to Arizona. We want to go see the Grand Canyon. It's 25-hour drive from here. She won't let her get on the plane. She's scared of heights. I said, Mackenzie, that's too far to drive. It's imagine when Nate Pro it's not if it's not it hurts. Facts. Cause before the lady did that, I didn't have no problem with them going in my mic. But when that lady wiggled that needle in there, that was a wrap. I couldn't do it no more. But my Renaissance, Mackenzie wants everywhere we go, I have to drive. I don't care if it's 10, 15 hours because we drove to Florida. It was 14-hour drive and I had to drive. Grand Canyon is 25 hours from here. She wants me to drive. And I'm like, no, we could get on a plane. No, Grandma, we not getting on no plane because it's going to fall out the sky and we going to die. I'm like, Mackenzie, what makes you think we can't have no accident in the car? Well, we safer in the car, and you not going fast in the car. I said, girl, I am going fast in the car. Tell her. Cece said she's scared of planes too. So then I was like, well, me and Kansas, we could take a cruise. No, we not gonna take a cruise because we can drown and the sharks gonna eat us. I'm like, oh my God, this kid. So for now, I'm stuck driving everywhere. If I was to went to the Soul Family Expo, y'all, I would have had to drive. Now I gotta drive to Virginia for the HOA conference, which is the Homesteaders of America conference, because I can't get on the plane because Miss Scaredy Cat don't want to get on the plane. But then she got the nerve to tell me she want to be a firefighter when she grow up. Make it make sense. Tell her it's a magic chair. I'm about to, Mike, I'm about to get her some sleeping time medicine and get her on the plane without her knowing. Cause baby, I'm not driving no 25 hours. We can roll out onto the ground. See, I'm not playing with y'all. I'm her 25 hours. We'll just be checking in some hotels. My Renaissance. And I drive at night. When I leave and travel, I leave at midnight. I don't like driving in the daytime because I don't like running into a lot of traffic. The only reason why I don't want to do the 25 hours because it'll be my first time driving to Arizona and I don't know the roads. I don't know how the hills, the curves, the mountains. And my cousin said it's gonna be a lot of winding turns and bridges and mountains and stuff that I will have to go to. By me wanting to drive overnight, I wouldn't trust that because I've never driven that road and I've never driven to Arizona. She's gonna take some sleepy time medicine and I'm gonna put her on the airplane. When we get there, she'll know we done been on the airplane. 'Cause, baby, I can't do it. And then saying them random hotels by Renaissance Grandma, I don't know which one of them hotels I need to stay in. I can't do it. I cannot do it. But I do appreciate you guys for helping me grow my channel, subscribing and sharing out the videos that you all share out. I do really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you all interacting and commenting. Making my life feel more at ease because I still get a little nervous, especially when I'm sitting over here by myself and nobody comes up. So Mike said, wait a minute. Mike says you sitting in the sky. she she gonna wake up, baby. We gonna be in the plane. She'll be in. It's gonna be too late. She ain't gonna be able to get off of it, Mike. That's true. I drove from Minnesota to Tennessee, never again. I ain't got no problem with driving, Mike. I'm from Tennessee. Well, I'm originally from Mississippi, but I moved to Indiana from Tennessee. And I don't have no problem with driving. I drive everywhere. But with a situation like that, and I know I drive overnight, I wouldn't do that. And I'm the one that's driving 25 hours because I'm the type of person. Me and Mackenzie will pull over in the parking lot, doors locked. We got pillows and blankets and covers in the car. Wherever we go, we have that. We have emergency bag in the car, and I got some pum pums in the car. I don't mind pulling over in the park and not going to sleep, but I wouldn't do it this time because I'm going to a state I've never been to. I've never been to Arizona, so I don't know the good and the bad areas of where I would be staying at. But yeah, I'll pull over in a minute in the car and go to sleep. You better ask somebody. Baby. And I'm the type of person I don't like stopping. You know, a lot of people be going on road trips and they got to stop at the gas station, do this, and do that. I stop at the gas station. Well, I'll fill up before I leave at night. When it's time to stop at the gas station, I'll be ready to fill up again and use it. Next time I fill up is when it's time to fill up and use it. I don't like stopping on road trips. Mackenzie is good with traveling with me because she's not the kid to say, Grandma, I gotta pee, I gotta pee, I gotta pee. She does not do that. When we stop the gas up, Mackenzie go use the restroom. So I love when I travel with her because she's real good at traveling. She'll stay up the whole time I'm driving. Like if I leave at midnight, she's up until probably about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Depends on where we're going. So she's real good at staying up. And I'm going to take some sleepy time meds too. I have a trip in June to South Carolina. What South? Okay, you going to like a convention or you just gonna be going to for a vacation, CC? My God, I drove from Texas to Vegas, never again. And I want to visit Vegas, but I ain't driving. I got to fly. I will fly over car ride. Facts, pig. I ain't got no problem with flying. It's trying to get her on the plane. And plus, when we get to the Grand Canyon, I want to take the helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. You know, so I can see. They say you get better views when you take the helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. So now, not only do I gotta get her on the airplane to get to Arizona, then I gotta bait her to get into a helicopter. I don't know. But I don't know how that's gonna work. It takes 24 hours to get out of Texas. Baby, I heard it takes a long time to get out of Texas. My sister just moved to San Antonio. And my niece moved to Mansfield, Texas. I don't know what it's at. And I got a cousin that lives in Houston and one lives in Fresno. So I got family in Texas, and my sister was like, "Come on, move to Texas, baby. It's too hot in Texas. You ain't gonna have me out there sweating bad water, cause that's exactly what's gonna come in my body if I go to Texas." You must stop at the Buc-ee's. My Renaissance girl, I've never been on a helicopter and I've always wanted to get on one. Now, I done been on plenty of planes because I used to work for the airport in Memphis. So we will get those jump seats or we'll get a discount out on tickets. I don't have a problem getting on a plane. The only thing that I've never been on was a boat, like a cruise or the train. I want to take a train ride to New Orleans, me and Mackenzie, just to take a train ride and go spend the weekend in New Orleans one day and take the train back. I've never been on a cruise. I get motion sickness, so I don't know how this gonna work. There's a barbecue grill master competition going to stay at Best Yet House. Oh, are you gonna be participating, Cece? Are you gonna be in the competition or you're just going to it? Peggy, I heard it's nice. My aunt Flo from Chicago. She rode the train to Mississippi for my grandmother's 92 birthday, and she said it was a lovely. Yes, I got family in Houston, Cece. Don't try to bake me coming down there. You don't get me down there. I don't even want to pass over Texas. I might feel the heat in the air. I can't do it. Baby, Texas got that disrespectful heat. I can't do it. What is it? When is CC? Oh, CC gonna be eating. That sounds about right, CC. I don't think I want to be in no competition. So, but I went to Texas. once. That drive put me in a bad mood. We rested maybe 4 hours and came back to Missouri. I was living. I bet you was, girl. You from Mississippi, making Mississippi. Mississippi ain't hot like Texas. See, so you can go on with that. Don't even do no comparison from Mississippi. Mississippi and Texas heat is two different heats. And you know it is. I took the train from Minnesota to Duluth. Like 10 hours was nice. Yeah, I really want to try. I want to try the train one day, and I want to take me and Mackenzie to get on the train to go to New Orleans. I really don't even know heat is heat. Yeah, you right, Sissy. Heat is heat. That's why my house be about 60 degrees in the summertime. In the wintertime, I ain't got no heat on unless it gets below 30 degrees, so I can keep the pipes kind of warm. Other than that, I ain't got no heat on. I don't do no heat. And plus, I can breathe better in the wintertime. So, um, Mike, how do you find out where the train go? Like, how do you find out like the train stations? Like, say for instance, if you need to depart from somewhere, do you just go on Amtrak and look that up to see if, like, I'm in Indiana, so if I was to leave from Indiana, I want to do they have like a train station that I will leave from here. I have to let the dogs out. Good night. Good night, Peggy. I appreciate you joining me. But I'm gonna go on and get ready to end this. CC, I thank you for coming in. Mike's Chaotic Garden, I thank you for coming in. My Renaissance grandmother, I thank you for coming in. Deborah Garrett, I thank you for coming in. Mm, I think that was Nettle's Nest. Thank you for coming in. And I think that was it. I appreciate you guys for supporting me and coming in on this channel. And it's been real. So if you would like, subscribe, and share this video out, I would really, really appreciate it. Oh, and kick it with Alvin. I thank you for coming in. I remember him being in earlier, so I didn't know if he was still here. But everybody else, I just really appreciate your support. You just don't know what you guys mean to me. And that doggone Nightbox, thank you for coming in. Everybody else, I appreciate you. Love you guys. Have a great day. This is Pam with Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. Y'all have many blessings and a good night. Bye.